Morris Levy, a legend, a thug, backed up by the mafia, a man that scared many a recording artist. Did Morris Levy have control over some New York record shops, publishing, DJ, and artist? He started Birdland. Count Basie to Morris Levy and Roulette Records. How did Joe Kolsky, Phil Call, Nate McCalla, Nat Turnipole, Hugo and Luigi interact with Morris Levy and Roulette Records? The early Roulette Records, the start of Diamond Records, the end of N Records, Gone Records, Gold Disc Records, George Goldner's brand new label with Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. We start with Texas boy Buddy Knox and New Mexico's son Jimmy Bowen.
Bebop, I love you, baby. Bebop, I don't mean maybe. Bebop, I love you, baby. I'm sticking with you. I'm sticking with you. The years may come and go.
Jimmy Bowen and Buddy Knox recorded at Norman Petty's Clovis, New Mexico studio. Norman Petty had originally recorded Buddy Holly and the Crickets. Knox and Bowen had their own label, Triple D, so they put out I'm Stickin' With You and Party Doll on the same label.
Well, all I want is a party doll to come along with me when I'm feeling wild, to be ever loving, true and fair, to run her fingers through my hair. Come along and be my party doll. Come along and be my party doll. Come along and be my party doll. I'll make love to you. I'll make love to you. Well, I saw a gal walking down the street, the kind of a gal I love to meet. She had blonde hair and eyes blue. Baby, I wanna have...
Morris Levy was smart enough to pick up both masters, I'm Stickin' With You by Jimmy Bowen and Party Doll by Buddy Knox, and put them out separately as singles, giving Buddy Knox a #1 million-selling record with Party Doll and a top 20 record for Jimmy Bowen with I'm Stickin' With You.
Well, when your baby is tired and she wants to sleep, take her into your arms. Tell her you love her, tell her you care, tell her about all her charms. Ooh, 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 ooh. Well, then you rock your little baby to sleep.
Buddy Knox and Jimmy Bowen at West Texas State met a fellow from Dumas, Texas named Don Lanier, and they put together a group called the Rhythm Orchids.
Home up to me, baby. Home up, come close to me, baby. Come close and make my dreams come true. Stay near to me, baby. Stay near.
Buddy Knox and Jimmy Bowen both left Roulette Records. Buddy Knox signed with Liberty Records. Jimmy Bowen went on to produce a lot of artists, including Garth Brooks and Frank Sinatra's biggest hit, Strangers in the Night. And Don Lanier went on to write songs for Ray Charles.
Here we go again. She's back in town again. I'll take her back again. One more time.
After Morris Levy's first million-selling record by Buddy Knox, Party Doll, did Morris Levy and Roulette Records go out of business? Of course not. He found another million-selling record and million-selling artist.
Honeycomb, honeycomb,
Well, it's a darn good life, and it's kind of funny how the Lord made the bee, and the bee made the honey, and the honeybee looking for a home. And they called it a honeycomb, and they roamed the world, and they gathered all of the honeycomb in the one sweet fall, and the honeycomb from a million trips made my baby's lips. So honeycomb, won't you be my baby? Well, the honeycomb be my...
Jimmie Rodgers was Roulette's next #1 selling artist. He had a bunch of hits on Roulette between 1957 and 1961.
Well, when I was a young man and never been kissed, I got to thinking it over, how much I had missed. So I got me a girl and I kissed her, and then, oh Lordy, well, I kissed her again, because she had kisses sweeter than wine. She had kisses sweeter than wine.
Sweeter than wine.
Well, I asked her to marry and...
A discussion with Morris Levy, let's call it a discussion, with Jimmie Rodgers about royalties and payments. Of course, Morris does have connections to the Genovese crime family. And Jimmie Rodgers is still making hit records for Roulette.
Oh, oh, I'm falling in love again. Oh, 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 oh. Many's a time I've been two-timed, many's a time I've been stoned. Many a honey took all of my money, but that was when I was much younger. Made up my mind to be careful, made up my mind to beware. I was alright until Saturday night. I met a gal with the goldenest hair. Oh, I'm falling in love again.
Jimmie Rodgers is driving down a Los Angeles freeway in 1967 after a Christmas party. A car is following him. The car pulls him over. He's identified as a Los Angeles police officer. Next thing you know, Jimmie Rodgers' head is bashed in, and he has numerous surgeries on the brain. Jimmie Rodgers left Morris Levy and Roulette Records in 1960 and tore up his Roulette contract. He signed with Randy Wood, the man that started Dot Records.
If time were not a moving thing, and I couldn't make it stay, this hour of love we share would always be. There'd be no coming day to shine a morning light, make us realize our night is over.
Jimmie Rodgers, Buddy Knox were definitely home runs for Roulette Records. We haven't even gotten into the heirs and misses, but next we'll get into Roulette's hits. Morris Levy and Roulette Records gave you the Playmates, and the Playmates gave you Beep, Beep.
Beep, 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 beep. His horn went beep, beep, beep.
For every beep, beep in the recording industry, especially the independent recording industry, there's a Ronnie Hawkins and Mary Lou.
I'm going to tell you a story about a Mary Lou. I mean the kind of a woman make a fool of you. She make a young man groan and an old man pain. Way she took my money was a crying shame. Mary Lou, Mary Lou. She took my diamond ring. Mary Lou. Mary Lou. She took my watch and chain. Mary Lou. She took the keys to my Cadillac car, jumped in my kitty and she drove afar. Left me stranded in a Kalamazoo, making her a fortune.
Cameo Parkway Records wasn't the only label that got into dancing. So did Morris Levy and Roulette Records. And you could meet them down on 45th Street with Joey D and the Starlighters.
Well, they got a new dance and it goes like this. Yeah, the name of the dance is the Peppermint Twist.
Peppermint Lounge started out as a gay club run by the mob. But when the Peppermint Twist hit, and when Twistin' hit, it was attended by people like Annette Funicello, even Jacqueline Kennedy. The Beach Boys played there. Chubby Checker played there. It was a hot New York nightclub.
You make me wanna.
Morris Levy was the godfather of the New York recording industry. Molch bought masters, got songs recorded and played, scared artists, had powerful friends in the mob, strong men that had muscle and would break arms, legs, and punch out a competitor's eyes or worse. Joe Jones, a writer and artist and producer from New Orleans, recorded for Roulette. Plus, he was not too nice a guy.
You talk too much, you worry me to death. You talk too much, you even worry my pet. You just talk too much. You talk about people that you don't know. You talk about people wherever you go. You just talk.
Joe Jones was accused of sexually assaulting one of the Dixie Cups, a group he recorded and managed. More on the Dixie Cups and Redbird Records in future episodes. The more you look into Roulette and Levy, the worse it gets. A close friend was Nate McCalla. J.J. Jackson recorded But It's All Right on the Calla label. That was a label set up for Nate McCalla by Morris Levy. Morris Levy's bodyguard was Nate McCalla, also a business partner, and he was found shot to death in 1980 in an apartment in Florida. Did the relationship between McCalla and Levy go bad?
My friends all tell me go to him, run to him, say sweet lovely things to him and tell him he's the one. Deep in my heart, I know it, but it's so hard to show it 'cause it's easier said than done. My buddies tell me fly to him, slide to him, tell him I would die for him and tell him.
This is the early history of independent record companies, home runs, hits, errors, and misses. You can't make all this stuff up. In our next episode, we'll talk about the biggest selling roulette artist. That's Tommy James and his group, the Shondells. Next on Home Runs, Hits, Errors, and Misses.
My baby does the hanky panky. Yeah, my baby does the hanky panky. My baby does the hanky panky. My baby does the hanky panky. Hey, my baby does the hanky panky. My baby does the hanky panky.